Hi, today I'd like to talk about something that's so ridiculously stupid that I actually had to stop on my way home so that I could do this video, because sometimes you read something that's just so damn above and beyond ignorant from what is supposed to be a source of authoritative information that you simply cannot help but let the news out as soon as you can. Today I'd like to talk about an article that CNET did on fixing the iPhone 6. They're talking about replacing the LCD, your options, what you could do at Apple, what you could do at third-party repair centers, and what you can do yourself. And it is very, very clear that Sarah, who wrote the article, did absolutely no research before writing 3 pages of what I would not wipe my ass with. What do I mean? Well, let me just give you a backstory if you're not actually in the business. Replacing an iPhone 3 screen is so easy that I know cokeheads who do it. Replacing an iPhone 4 glass only is very, very difficult, but it can be done. But it's difficult. Replacing the iPhone 5 glass is even more difficult, but there are places that do it. Replacing the iPhone 6 glass is so difficult that you are not going to find a single independent mom-and-pop style repair shop in the US that actually offers this repair. They don't do it. They send it off to other refurbishing centers that do it because it is simply too hard, even for the people who are fixing the S3, the S4, the S5, and HTC phones glass only. They are not doing the iPhone 6. Now, with that in mind, let me read you this little part here. If you're short on cash but not on confidence, you can replace your broken iPhone screen yourself. Screen replacement kits, and the link leads to this thing here. Let me just show you it on the screen. I love that I have the screen capture thing now. This is great. You can see it's a $25 glass only with a little pry tool and a suction cup. Now, the reason that this is actually funny, it costs between $10 and $25 online and includes everything you need to replace your new screen, including new glass, a suction cup tool for removing your screen, a Penelope and a Phillips screwdrivers, and prying tools. Now, that's really interesting to me, because if I knew that that's all I needed to repair an iPhone 6 screen, I could be doing them right now and making at least $75 a pop. I thought that you needed optical adhesive. I thought you needed an LCD removing machine. I thought you needed a curing machine. And I also thought that you needed hours upon days of intensive training and hands-on experience before you could replace the type of LCD that had an iPhone 6 properly. But apparently that's not what I need. All I need is a suction cup and a pry tool that come with a $25 kit. I have been missing out this entire time. And apparently all of you repair shops that have been buying $110 and $125 assemblies, you're all idiots, because all you needed this entire fucking time is a pry tool, a suction cup, a Penelope, and the glass. Why are all you morons out there buying LCD separating machines for thousands of dollars? Why are you wasting money on optical adhesive, and what in God's name are you doing buying curing machines and wasting time on this? All you need is a suction cup. This is the type of asinine idiocy that is why people do not take the tech press seriously. This is why so many tech blog sites just are ignored, and why people who are actually in the business look at this shit and laugh and do not even want to wipe their ass with it, because it's dumb, because they do not do the research, because not only do they not do the research and make small little omissions, they make such glaring, obvious, ridiculous, asinine errors that it's obvious that they did not spend more than 2 minutes Googling this subject before writing a whole fucking article on it. And it's ridiculous, and it's sad, and it's dumb, but it's what we have to live with. And I'm sick and tired of it, and you should be too. There are a couple of reasons that this is bad. The first reason, above all else, is that it makes the tech press look like idiots. If this was a little independent site, okay, nobody would care. This is CNET. This is a site that has millions upon millions of views per day, that is considered an authority in the tech press world, and they allowed some fucktard to let this get published, which hurts the credibility of the entire online tech press when dumb shit like this is allowed to get out there. Secondly, it hurts repair shops, because now people are going to come by going, well, all you need is a suction cup to do this and a $25 piece of glass. Why are you asking $170? You're a ripoff. What you're doing is inspiring anxiety and paranoia in consumers based on FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or an acronym for saying that you are full of shit with what you're saying here, because you actually do need a lot of expensive machinery, and you also do need a lot of hands-on training and experience to be able to do this properly. I can repair motherboards at component level. I have no damn idea how to do a glass-only screen repair on an iPhone 6, and I've been doing this crap for 17 years. Is what it is. Third reason, if this were a channel where I cared about offending people, I probably wouldn't include this, but it is the elephant in the room and we all need to talk about this. In 2015, a lot of women say that there is not equality, that there are still negative stereotypes of women in the workforce and also of women in tech. And you know what? I agree with you. I meet a lot of sexist, chauvinistic pigs and pieces of crap that still think with that old-time mentality that women in tech are idiots. That, oh, look at how cute it is that a woman wants to pretend that she knows what she's doing. And I am disgusted by this philosophy because it actually does hurt women who are looking to enter tech. It lowers their self-confidence. I can say as an employer that I have noticed the collective lower confidence of women entering the field based on these stereotypes. Whether they say it out loud or they just say it with their actions and how they approach things, they don't have the natural confidence that men do, even when they're much smarter than the dumbass men that I've frequently hired and fired in the past who couldn't do jack shit. And a lot of that comes from the societal stereotype that women in tech is just kind of silly. I hate that crap. I'm tired of it. My receptionist is a very, very talented woman who, until she worked here, did not know a lot about tech. Now, she can replace iPad digitizers without blowing the backlight filter. She can replace ball grid array graphics chips on 820-2915 boards in 45 minutes like it ain't nothing but a thing. And she is damn good at this stuff. She can solder fuses. She can do a lot of the difficult stuff that I can do, and she can do it well. And part of that is because I was able to get rid of this negative stereotype. I was able to wipe it from my culture here. One of my best friends is a 41-year-old stay-at-home mom that has no experience in any sort of electronics. This is the clear stereotype of a woman that would know nothing about tech, and she knows the difference between a buck converter and an LDO and how it works in powering a cell phone when the battery is running out. These are the people that should be writing these articles. I mean, and I'm just so tired of it. It's like, oh, look, it's a cute girl in tech, and you want them to be good. You want them to break the stereotype, but then they write this dumbass bullshit, and it reinforces all these negative stereotypes. It reinforces to the customer that repair shops are ripoffs. It reinforces to people in tech that the tech press is filled with idiots, and it reinforces to chauvinistic, misogynistic pieces of shit that cute women in tech, oh, look at how cute that is. You just don't know what you're doing. And I hate that crap. Look at other companies. Other companies have managed to get women to showcase themselves as good in tech. Why can't you? Get Jessa to write these articles. Get my receptionist who can do BGA GPUs to write these articles. They're both decent looking, and at the very least, they know their shit. I am sick and tired of reading bullshit articles, but further, I am sick and tired of this stereotype being perpetrated and furthered. And the reason it frustrates me is because I can't do anything about it because I'm not a woman. By being a man, I cannot do anything to actually further the advancement of women in the field. All I can do is sit as a male and be a guest to women in the field. I can watch from the sidelines. And what's frustrating watching from the sidelines is when I read this stupid shit and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't take back that article. I can't erase that article and rewrite it so it actually makes sense based on reality so that people don't read this thinking, God damn, what a moron, who wrote this? But it's unfortunately the reality of life. So here's what I'm going to do, just to be fair. If you think that all you need to replace your screen is new glass, a suction cup, a pentalobe, and a Phillips head screwdriver, let's make a bet, just in case I'm wrong, because I've never opened an iPhone 6, and on March 30th, 2015, I'm happy to admit that. Just in case I'm wrong, at the end of every weekend, I have to make a deposit at the bank because my bank closes on the weekend before I do. So I'm stuck with a bag of cash from Monday morning. Right now, I have $6,300 in that bag of cash. If you at CNET within the next 5 days, if any of you people can make a video that is unedited of you replacing the glass only on an iPhone 6 with only a suction cup, a pentalobe screwdriver, a pry tool, and that glass, if you can make a video of the process from beginning to end where you actually fix it using just those parts, Sarah, this $6,300 is yours. And if you know me, you know that I am the type of crazy person that will happily drive over and deliver this to you if you succeed in my challenge. Within the next 5 days, I want to see you use the very tools that you stated you can use in your article with the same $125 expenditure that you said that you have to invest to fix this phone to actually do it. If you can succeed in doing that within the next 5 business days and videotape it and upload it where it is unedited to my satisfaction, $6,300 in cash is yours. I am not going to be going to the bank tomorrow. I am going to be keeping this here in the safe, so just in case you win my bet, it's available without withdrawal.